Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about area of polygon. So I guess you know what's a polygon, right? Polygon with 3 sides, it's the triangle. Okay, polygon with 4 sides, it can be a rectangle, it can be a square, it can be a parallelogram as well. Okay, it's joined by the number of straight lines. Okay, then you call like 5gon, 3gon, and so on. Okay, so now let's talk about this. So let n be the number of sides in a polygon. Okay, let's say n equals 3, then we have this, right? Okay, it doesn't have to be so nice. Okay, so balanced, that's so symmetrical. Okay, but then it's just like any triangle will do. Okay, it's a polygon of with 3 sides. Polygon with 4 sides, it can be a rectangle, it can be a parallelogram, okay, and so on. And how about n equals 5? You can kind of guess it, right? Okay, like this, the one that you can draw a star inside. Okay, so it doesn't really have to be so symmetrical. Okay, just telling you this. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how do we find the area of a polygon. Right, so let's say n equals 3. This one, how do you normally find the area for this? Okay, so let's say this one is called the base. Okay, base. Then let's say this one, you call it the height, correct? Okay, then this one will be what? B times h divided by 2, right? Okay, b times h divided by 2. Or what can you do? You can even do this. You can even like separate this one, okay, into half. Then this one you turn, right? And you can make it to be here. Then it becomes like a rectangle. Rectangle, then what do? You take this side, multiply by this side. And what is this side? This side is h. This side is what? B divided by 2. B divided by 2. Hence, it is B times h divided by 2. The base times the height divided by 2, which is the area of a triangle. Okay, this has been the formula that you have learned. Okay, so now we are not going to talk about this one. Okay, we are not going to talk about this formula. We are going to use some other formulas to do it. Okay, so why do we need another formula for this? Why can't we just have this one and this one, then we just multiply them, divide by 2, and that's it? Okay, the problem is now we do not know what is this, the length. We do not know what is this, the length. You see, from here to here, it's very easy to find the length, correct? Okay, so you can find the distance between these 2 points. But the problem is this one to here. You never learned this before, right? Okay, you probably need some other skills to actually find this one. So it's not that easy to know this one. So what do we do now? We don't use this formula. Hence, we go to this formula. Okay, so let's say we are doing this. Okay, so I write this one down first. Okay, I tell you what's happening here. Okay, so we go counterclockwise order or counterclockwise direction. So what do you mean by counterclockwise? Your clockwise means what? The clock runs from here like this, right? Okay, this side. Now it's counterclockwise, means the other direction. Go like this one, okay? Like this one, okay? So look at this graph here, this diagram here, okay? If you go counterclockwise direction, means what? This one to this one to this one, okay? And back to this one, okay? So what I do here, you see, what I do, the area here is equals to half, and this one right here, okay? But this one, I'll explain this to you later, okay? I'm just going to write down this one, and I tell you it's like absolute value now for this moment, okay? It's not exactly true, but yeah, I'm going to tell you that this one is absolute value. Okay, get an idea of that. Okay, what I do is that this one, x1, y1, is the first coordinate. Then the next coordinate in the anti-clockwise or counterclockwise direction from here. The next one is here. The next one is here. The next one is here. So I completed a loop. So x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 until here already. We have to go back to here. So it's x1, y1, okay? So what we do here, essentially, we are going to do this. This is ABCA, okay? Just to remind you, okay? Counterclockwise order, and then we do this multiplication. It's positive x1, y2. Then this is minus y1, x2. Then this is positive, this is negative. Then this is positive, this is negative. Okay. So what we do here, we write down all the things here. You see, the top part I write as positive 1. The bottom one I write as the negative 1. So you see, positive 1, we have 1, 2, 3. Positive x1, y2. Positive x2, y3. Okay, and positive x3, y1. So we got this one. Okay, then the other side, the negative, negative, negative 1. The negative or positive means what? Means after you multiply these two, the coefficient is positive or coefficient is negative. Okay, it's not y1 minus x2. It's the coefficient of that multiplication. Okay, so we have minus of x2, y1. Okay, minus x3, y2, and minus x1, y3. Then we are done. Okay, we have this one, and here, this all multiplication and sum of all these are just numbers. Numbers here, you take modulus, then it gives you a number. Okay, it's a number. So this one will give you a positive number. Okay, and this one is your area. Area for this case is n equal 3, area of this triangle. Okay, so this formula can be used for n equal 4, n equal 5, n equal 6, and so on. So when do you need to use this? When you have all the coordinates of the like the points that are joining, that are joined. Okay, so they are joined. All right. So that's when you are going to use this. Okay. So now one more thing to remember: if you go counterclockwise, then you will get a positive number here. Okay. Later on we will see the next slide. Okay. If you go clockwise direction, clockwise, clock goes like this one, then inside will be having a negative value, but it does not matter because you are going to take modulus. Okay, modulus is going to give you a positive number, so that's why it's fine. Okay, that's why it's okay. All right. So to be frank, this one, if you go and learn more about this one, it's about determinant. Okay, it's about something about matrices. I guess you have not learned, and you will not learn in SPM. So that's why I'll just leave it here. And this notation is actually a shorthand notation. Okay, it's not the exact correct notation, but we will use this so that it's easier for us to see and to write. I mean, this is given in your SPM. It's taught in this way, so I can't change it. So I'm just informing you that so that you will know this in the future. Okay, so it's not supposed to be written in this way. The correct way is much longer to write, so most of the people will just write this way. Okay, so yeah, so let's talk about something else. Okay, so now if we have clockwise order, then means we go from here, 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 and back to here. Okay, means we have area equals to this one, same thing, except I'm going for A, C, B, A. Okay, clockwise order. Right, then now this plus minus, plus minus, plus minus. Again, right hand go down, go down, it's positive, 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 negative, negative, negative. Okay, and then here you will get a negative number. Okay, so in the exam you are just given some coordinates. You won't know where is the place. Okay, it doesn't matter. So you just put the points in as long as it's a consecutive points, then it's fine. Okay, as long as it's A, C, B, and A, then it's fine. You don't go for A, B, then A, C, something like this. Okay, so it has to complete a loop. That's it. Okay, inside then will give you either a positive number or a negative number, but you are going to take modulus, hence it's fine. It will give you a positive number, and that makes sense because it's an area. Okay. Okay, so now let's go and see something else. When n equals 4, so you see, now we can go clockwise order or we can go counterclockwise order. And it does not matter where you start. You can start from here and go counterclockwise, means here, 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 here. Okay, so done. Counterclockwise order, I just put it here. Then you have how many points here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because you want to complete a loop. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back and it becomes a closed loop. Okay, hence AD, CB, A. Okay, AD, CB, A. Okay, then all these are the same, so I don't have to repeat this. So we get this one, and what is this? Positive or negative? We go counterclockwise, so this one will be a positive number. Okay, right, great. Let's move on. If we go for clockwise order, means A, B, C, D, A. Okay, we go for this, A, B, C, D, A, then all these remain the same. Down is plus, up is minus. Okay, so this one, it gives you a negative number. Okay, no problem? Great. So we can move on to talk about an example. So the simplest one, the easiest one. You see, if I'm given these 3 points, will you be able to find using the base times height divided by 2? You can, but it's going to cost you a lot of time. So you're not going to do that. So you're just going to use that formula. Alright, so the thing is, it gives you this one. You don't have to really find the coordinate of it. Means that you do not need to know where is the location of the point. Exact location is not needed. You just need to know, oh, A is here, then B is another point, C is another point, then they form a loop. Okay, that's it. You see, 1, 3, it could be like somewhere here on the left hand side corner. It could be interchanged. Okay, these 2 points could be interchanged, but then it doesn't matter. Okay, as long as you form the triangle correctly, then it's fine. Okay, the formula won't penalize that. Okay, so what do I do here? Half, 1, 3, 4, negative 2. I go this one, and this one. So it's a clockwise direction. So inside you should expect a negative number. Alright, so let's say I do this, I get this, and I do this, negative, I get this. I denote this one with red color because it's minus, so this one is a positive. So eventually I get negative 19 inside, which makes sense, okay? And you get 19 over 2 unit squared. Okay, that's how you can do it. Okay, you don't need this one, but you draw this out so that you get a feeling of that. Okay, you know where, how it looks like, but not the exact location. Okay, all right. So this one will have a area of ABCD if ABCD is given here. Okay, so now it doesn't say anything, but it is definitely a polygon, right? Okay, it's definitely a polygon, and if it's given in this form, means that it must be either A, B, C, D, or A, B, C, D. Okay, it must be either this one or this one. Okay, so either clockwise direction it's written in this way, or counterclockwise direction is written in that way. Okay, it could be a parallelogram. Okay, so yep. Then now for simplicity, I'll just draw something like this one. Okay, so it doesn't matter, it doesn't hurt. You just want to have a rough idea of what is happening here, so you get this one. Okay, so you want to find the area of this. What do? We can just directly plug in the formula as long as it's closing a loop. Okay, so now what we do here is 8, 7. The next is 10, 3. We go here, then we go here, and we go here, and back to the original point. Okay, don't forget to go back to the original point. Okay, and hence we got this multiplication, 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, all positive, and 1, 2, 3, 4, all negative, and you get negative here. Then expect inside to be negative values because you are going for clockwise direction. Okay, to be frank, you do not actually know whether it is a clockwise direction or counterclockwise direction. Why is that so? Because now you see this one, you just rough sketch of it. Okay, it doesn't really, it doesn't really has to be like, oh, this one is here, this one is like right hand side or the other side. Okay, so actually in the exam you do not know, so you choose any order, it's fine. Any order will be fine. Okay, that one is just a rough sketch for your own reference. It doesn't look like this one exactly. You see, this is 8, 7, this is 10, 3. So this one should be lower, right? Okay, so it doesn't follow this order. Okay, so as long as you just put the information inside, you get the answer, that's it. Okay, just do that. Okay, this one -50, it's like coincidentally here we are going for a clockwise direction or clockwise order. Okay, so the answer that certainly will be 25, and 25 you have the right unit square. Okay, in some application problem. Okay, next. So we just escalate a bit. So now it's 12 units square for that area of a triangle, and you're given 3 points with a variable here. Okay, it's very simple. So now we have some rough sketch here. Okay, it doesn't matter where is it. Okay, we just write this down, and we know that this area is 12. We can write the 12 there. Okay, 12 is equals to the positive, the negative. Okay, and you solve for it. You solve for this. All right. So now, do you still remember how to solve for this? Okay, you should know, right? Okay, modulus of x is equals to a, then x is equals to a, or x is equals to negative a. So now your x for this case will be 7k minus 4. Okay, so now you have 7k minus 4 is equals to positive 24, or 7k minus 4 is equals to 24. Okay, then you solve for it. You move it over, it's 20. You move it over, it's 20 divided by 7. Next, we will talk about collinearity. Okay, what does it mean by collinear? Okay, so 3 points or more are said to be collinear if they lie on the same line. Okay, if you join them all together, it's on a line. Okay, so it's very easy to visualize it. So if you have 3 points and you draw a line and it's exactly on that line, then it's called collinear. Okay, so this we have A, B, C here, and we say that this A, B, C, they are collinear. Okay, so in other words, you have area of this thing, polygon, it's equals to 0, right? Okay, and making use of the things that we have learned just now, area equals 0 means it's half x1, x1, y1. So that's A, B, C, and A, B, C, and A. You will get 0. Okay, that's how we justify it. Okay, so let's try to work on some questions here so that you get an idea of this. Okay, you're asked whether these 3 points are collinear. Okay, very simple. Collinear if area is equal to 0. So I go and find the area using that formula. Okay, so what do? I write this one, half of and go back to this one. Okay, so I drew the working, and this one all positive, this one all negative. Then I do it. Oh, I get 0. Okay, so you should try this. Okay, so you get 0 and you have shown that it's collinear. Okay, probably this kind of easy question won't be coming out, but the things that will come out is that they say A, B, C is collinear and give you A, B, and some coordinate here. Maybe it's K, then it's possible. It's very simple. It's just changing a way to ask you. Okay, so let's do it. So here, since you get area equals 0, collinear. Okay, so that's what I was talking about. You have 3 points with coefficient here, variable here. So you want to find K given that they are collinear. So what do? Area equals 0. We use the formula equals 0. Then we will get some equation that involves K. Then we have this one. We solve for it. And we get this one. 4 minus K modulus is equal to 0. Hey, ask you. If you have modulus of x is equal to 0, then x has to be what? Positive 0 or negative 0, right? Okay, what is negative 0? It's still 0. So, k is just equals to 4. That's it, one answer. Okay, let's say 4 minus k is equals to 1, then 4 minus k has to be equal to 1, or 4 minus k has to be equal to negative 1. But for this case, it's equal to 0, so no ambiguous, inside must be always 0. Okay? Because nothing else, you take modulus or absolute value, you get 0. Okay, not possible. Let's move on. Okay, it's homework time for you. So you can try these two questions and we'll just come back to discuss this. Okay, it's problem solving time. And I expect you to have completed this one in your notebook or your access or your white piece of paper. Okay, so let's move on to try it. Okay, find the area of a triangle. This is very simple, so it's very straightforward. So we have 3 points here. I just draw a diagram without caring whether it's an exact location. It looks like this one or not. Okay, so area half -6,4, -3,2. 2, 1, -6,4. So I'm going for a counterclockwise direction, right? Okay, but actually I don't know. Okay, I don't really know whether it's counterclockwise or clockwise. Okay, because that one might not be the correct diagram. I'm just roughly sketch it. Okay, so I do not know whether it's positive or negative. So I get this one. So coincidentally, it's correct. It's counterclockwise for this case. So you get a positive number. So it's 7/2 is your answer. Okay, next question here. A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. So I draw this one out. Okay, I have this one, and it's given here, right? Okay, it's given here. So it's roughly there. But you see, -3, this is -4. That one should be tilted that way, but it is alright. Okay, so you don't really care so much. What you care is that you want to find the coordinate of D. Okay, let's say the question does not ask you for this one. Let's say the question directly asks you, oh, I want to find the area of this parallelogram without giving in D. Can you find it? Yes, you can. So first thing you find this one. You find D. How do you find D? We are going to solve it here. You are going to use the midpoint is the midpoint. Okay, so now you see this, the midpoint here and the midpoint here, they intersect at here. Okay, so the midpoint of this one is equals to the midpoint of this one. Okay, so what we do, we find the midpoint. Okay, let E be the midpoint AC, and it's equals to the midpoint of BD as well, and then X to be an X coordinate of D, Y to be a Y coordinate of D. Okay, then what we do, we got this one, correct? Okay. Then it's very simple. So simple calculation gives you 0, -1, and the other one. So we can directly make use of this one, right? Okay. We need to name D. Okay. We name D as XY so that it's easier for us to put it here, and we know what is X, what is Y. Okay. Then we're gonna find X and Y. We just look at it component wise or coordinate wise, and I get 4. The other one is easy. Y equals -7. And we get the points here, D. The coordinate for D is 4 and -7. So I can move on to the next one, right? Okay, I move on to the next one with this one over here. I just write here 4, -7. Okay, if you know these 4 coordinates, right, I want you to find the area of a parallelogram. Very simple. I just use the formula. Follow a closed loop. As long as it's a closed loop, you take modulus or take absolute value, then it's fine. Okay, so I work out the calculation. I have 4 positive, 4 negative. Okay, I get this one, and I get this one. Okay, I get 40/2, which is 20. So it's 20 unit square for the area. Okay, check to see whether you have any problem. If not, then I'll see you next time.